Hey guys, Joe Bolby here, and welcome back to the channel. This episode's a bit special. It's a collaboration video with PrimitivePanther. He has his own Minecraft YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, you should totally go check out his channel and support him. His info is down in the description. As for the content of this collaboration video, it is a friendly castle building competition. So without further ado, I'll let PrimitivePanther show off what he's built.
Hey guys, PrimitivePanther here, and this is my build for the collaboration. So this is the stronghold of Demera that was named after a goddess that covered this land in snow, ice, and frost eons ago. So what really made me sort of feel inspired to create this build is, in real life I'm actually creating a fantasy epic story. And Demera is one of the main strongholds, the northernmost stronghold actually, of the lands of Selvara.
And that's one hell of a castle he built. As for my build, I wanted to flirt with some pirate fantasy themes. So without further ado, let's get into the build. My main idea for this build going into it was building a giant tower in a watery cove. So once I found the right location, I started outlining the build with cloth. As with most large builds, I'm trying to keep it somewhat symmetrical to save time using copy and paste. Once I had a rough idea of what it was going to look like, I started filling it in with stone bricks. First main idea was to have the spire start as a square and then slowly transition into a cylinder. At this point, I erased some of the cloth outlining because I had an even better idea of what the tower was going to look like. From one of my previous builds, I copied half of the front of the ship and pasted it onto the tower. I then elevated the tower and made a little artificial island using roll edit with sand and transitioning it into grass. And since this is a pirate themed build, the majority of the blocks have to be wood because, you know, ships and all. I then split the tower into two base wooden platforms. The lower one being the main one, which is where all the ships will come up to, and the top one being more of a fortification style one. And then I copied and pasted the 4 stone towers and the ships to all 4 sides. I wanted to give the bottom platform a more harbor theme, so instead of going with stone columns, I went with wooden ones. And once I got a design of the columns that I liked, I went ahead and copied and pasted them around the sides. And then I went ahead and headed over to the bottom tier of the stone structure. I just carved in and put some jungle wood back there to break up the stone brick a bit. At this point I had a brilliant idea of how to connect these towers with the ships. I was going for a little rope bridge effect, and I was going to copy and paste it to all the towers and ships. And then towards the front of the tower I decided I was going to have a giant skull on it because skulls mean pirates. And instead of going with stone brick, I went with normal stone because I wanted it to seem like this was chiseled out of the rock. It took me a while to get a design I was happy with, but this is the final product. And towards the bottom you can see all those rope bridges connecting. And now we're moving on to the back and eventually the sides of this top bit of the tower. I'm just copying the design theme we went with for the bottom section of the tower, carving in and revealing some jungle wood. And then on the top of the tower, I'm just adding in these weird towers, 3 of them. 1 for the back and 2 for the sides. Didn't put one on the front because I wanted the skull to be the main attraction part. And coming back to the lower platform, I'm just adding in these little docks so, you know, the ships can actually get to the pirate fortress and land. And then I needed to come up with some small buildings that I could scatter throughout this pirate fortress build. So this was the first one. I was going for a trading post sort of look. The next 2 I was going for were going to be like housing and residential, so, you know, pirates have somewhere to stay when they're visiting the pirate fortress. And just like with the actual pirate fortress, I'm keeping with that whole wood theme. Moving on to the last one, I wanted it to be a little smaller one, so, you know, any tiny nooks and crannies I could copy and paste this one into. And with those 3 designs done, it was time to come back and paste them in. And just like that, we have finished our pirate castle. If you liked the video, click the like button. If you want to see more from the channel, subscribe. If you like what you saw from PrimitivePanther, maybe check out his channel. Link is in the description. See you guys.